Up the elevator! Away! God, I nearly recorded that without recording the game footage. Oof, that would have been embarrassing. I could have just gone back down the elevator. Oh, now I think about it. Oh, God. Behind the scenes, antics with me, the MJ406, who's your host, as we continue the Let's Play of the original Metroid. Haha! How you like that backwards intro, huh? See, I can be creative with my intros every once in a while. Just not usually, you know. Ahem. A hammer. There. Hammer? Hey! Ow! Max missiles are 50 right now. Which means we have about half the missile tanks in the game. Almost. Yeah, you know how I said there's 250 missiles? And it seems weird that we only have 45 missiles when I say we're halfway there. You'll see what I mean when we get to the bosses. Oh, screw you guys, you're not even worth my time. But anyway, yes, we're back with the original Metroid, and well, it's time for us to go fight our first boss. Because, well, I think it's better we do that now. But then again, here's the thing. You can somewhat go to the area that's at the end of the game. Here's the thing, though. You need to beat the two major bosses in order to be allowed access into it. So, you know, learn who these bosses are and get ready to fight. Because, they do put up a somewhat decent fight. They're not great, though. I'll say, Metroid series is definitely known for its good boss fights. Particularly the 2D areas for some people. For the purists that don't like the Prime games or Other M. Then again, in all fairness, Other M's only real good boss fight was, of course, one of the main bads in the Metroid series. Ridley. Oh, by the way, energy tag up there for you. If you have the ice beam freeze one of these enemies, you can get that. For those of you that are low on energy late game, you may want to consider doing that. Again, that's something to explain later. God damn those shriek bats, why do they have to explode? Such a dick move. And remember this area that looks like it'd be blown up with morph ball bombs? Well, why don't we do just that? Blow it up with morph ball bombs. Because there's a little hidden area we can get into down here. Let's go in. Oh god, that's a frightening face. Don't eat me! But all this face indicates a new area. With well, intimidating music that some people may recognize. Welcome to Kraid's lair! Oh boy. Brinstar Depths. Ah! Please don't fall too deep. Don't fall too deep, please. But yep, this is Kraid's lair. The name of the first boss is Kraid. The only other game he showed up in, not counting Zero Mission, of course, because that's a remake of this game, is Super Metroid. Which I wish they would use him more often, because Kraid is awesome. But yeah. Welcome to this area. This area can be pretty brutal, by the way. This is why I recommend not even go to a single one. Oh, by the way, you can't pick up collectibles when you're in the middle of, like, flaking from taking damage. Which is kind of a stupid thing, but, NES limitations, what are you gonna do? Just a reminder, it's NES limitations are the reason for that shit. But yep, these areas get pretty rough. So, you're better off... Oh, by the way, don't go down there either. I just say that straight up. Do not go down to the bottom one. It'll just pin you down that wall over there. And a fly could fly at you. By the way, those flies are obnoxious, as are those hoppers. Oh, God, hoppers. But yep, these areas are more intimidating than Maze Lake. Well, they're actually, the layers themselves are actually pretty simple to get around. At least compared to Norfair. If you fully explore Norfair, you've been through the worst mazes this game has to offer. I say that straight up. You've been through the worst maze of the game if you got through Norfair. So really don't worry about it. Just worry about the intimidating enemies, because they get pretty strong. Every area has enemies that do set number of damage. See, I hate those fucking flies. I hate how things that damage you go through doors. Every area has a set amount of damage that enemies can do to you. For Brinstar, it's 8. Of course, I'm saying mainly damage, not counting damage you, block because of the Berry Suit, only make you take half damage. But, well, everything in Brinstar can do 8. Everything in Norfair can do 10. Everything in Kraid's lair here can do 20. Again, this is why you want the various suit. It's a lot harder without it. And that's not even to mention the boss yet. And I believe everything in the next boss's lair will be able to do 24, I think? I think I'm gonna fall all the way down if I'm not mistaken. Yep, fall down. I'm trying to remember where to go here. I'm trying to remember where all the missiles are. They got you, bitch. But yeah. There's a lot of long vertical shafts in this place. I'll warn you now. Get used to them. They can be pretty vicious with the vertical shafts. Oh, the vertical shafts are brutal. Yep, fall all the way down here for another missile tank. You'll probably want missiles depending on how you want to go through the bosses. Because, well, the bosses take a lot of damage to kill. I feel like, honestly, I feel Kraid is harder. I feel like Kraid is the harder of the two bosses. His area is not as hard, because the enemies don't do as much damage and they're not nearly as brutal. But, oh boy, they're still pretty rough to handle. So you basically went down this way for one missile tank. Let's go back up. I swear, these things really have their homes hidden deep into the planet. Then again, if they live on said planet, it would make sense. I'm not gonna let you get me like that, you bitch! So like I said, if things are 2 blocks high, you're gonna need to learn to bomb just as you come out of your little, thing. Oh yeah, if you have the ice beam, you can use those freeze enemies to climb up there. And since I don't have that luxury because of the wave beam, I gotta go this way. So again, if you feel like you go through the wave beam and don't need the, go through the ice beam and don't need the wave beam, which, again, once you have the spin attack, you may not feel like using your beam weapons to kill the bosses. Yeah, you can use a spin attack for that. I won't advise it, but you can do that. And you have missiles anyway, which are stronger, so... Your missiles will always be stronger than your beam weapon. So that's another thing to keep in mind. So, useful thing on bosses are missiles. However, make sure you always have a steady supply on you. Could you not hurt me? I prefer if you didn't hurt me like that. Alright, soon we're gonna get into a room that's absolute hell. Soon. Okay, could you not keep hitting me? Alright. Careful with trying to get to here. This is going to be seen as a little obnoxious to reach. Use your high jump and hit that ledge, otherwise you're falling a long time. See? Using the ice beam get you up to here quickly. This is the door you want to enter. Enter through here. If you want to get to the boss anyway. This is the only way to the boss and the only way to leave the boss as well. So once you get to this door, you'll know where you're going. Here's the room of hell. You'll see why once we're trying to leave. Before that, let me go get another missile tank, shall I? Well, you guys don't have a choice but to let me do it. Because I'm not being convinced otherwise. Hear me? I won't be silenced! Yeah, I won't be silenced. Well, I'd rather not die either. Let's go. So yeah, get used to this room after we're done, because this is fun. Climbing back up out of this. It's our only way out. Oh, I hate that room. That's my least favorite room in the whole game right there. You'll see why as we climb out. I imagine it's a speedrunner's nightmare unless they find a quick way to blast through it. Which I can't imagine it, so I'm just gonna go and say you can't. Because I'm a dick like that. Give me that. Alright. Once you see this room, you know hell's awaiting us. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Leave me alone. Use missiles. Hey, it's Kraid! So yeah, here we go. First boss, Kraid. Just use your whole arsenal to wipe the floor of them. Don't worry about the damage you take. Just worry about taking him out. Your methods are to blast him with fire and try not to get hurt, spin attack into him and say fuck it to everything else, or just decide to get into his face and blast him with missiles repeatedly. Because, you know, rapid damage real quickly. The thing that missiles are most useful for bosses, kill them, you get 75 missiles, and you kill the boss, which is essential. But ow, I took a bit of damage. No need to worry. There's an energy tank in the boss lair. climb up onto that ledge after you blast that block, and you get a free energy tank. You can also use that during the boss fight if you need to recover during. Just watch out for his attacks. So there we go. We're done with that. Now let's get out of here. So yep, that's where the other missiles come in. You get 75 missiles for killing a boss. Which now I may need to take the time to refill my missiles because I am low-ish. Oh well. As I kill enemies, I'll get more. There's no save or ammo station in this game, remember. There's no saving feature. Ow! Or anywhere to go refill your ammo. That would be nice. Come on. It's the first of its kind. It's not going to be that nice to you. So here we go. This room is bullshit. So, your only way to really climb up is to blast these blocks and make your way up. And jump on them as they reform. So, isn't this fun? I'll just tell you straight up, I hate this room with a fucking passion. Oh, this room sucks. And once you figure it out, it's not too bad, but just be careful with your jumping. Ow! Because if blocks reform on you, they'll push you out and hurt you. So jump carefully. If you can, try to avoid doing the spin attack. Because if anything, that makes it harder. Just keep yourself jumping at a steady rhythm, so that way you don't get formed into another block. Whew! There we go. That's the best I've ever gotten through that room. That room sucks. That's a room you may want to practice up on. The ability of blasting blocks and then jumping through them before they reform. And then jumping on them as they reform. Fun. Very, very fun. Now to get out of here. Although getting out of here is a somewhat long trip. Because, well, I have no choice. I have to fall. I guess I could go up there. Might be a little rough. But, well, you should know the way out by now. Because we've gone this exact route before. But yeah, see, Kraid. I don't know why they don't use him much anymore. He was only in Metroid 1, Zero Mission, I guess, and Super Metroid. His best incarnation was Super Metroid, though. He was a massive beast! You had to shoot in the freaking mouth! I heard this game is supposed to have a fake Kraid. I guess I never went to the room to find it. Because I know Super Metroid carried the tradition of having you fight a fake little Kraid. And then you fought the real Kraid, it was a massive monstrosity. I guess it's in another route I didn't go on. There is a fake Kraid. Try to trick you into the fact you killed it. If you don't get the fanfare, though, you know you didn't. So yeah, if you go another route from what I did, you would find a fake Kraid that's easy to kill. Don't let that fool you. Why did you do that? You had a perfect day to climb up. Dumbass. Oh wow, we blazed through that shit. Damn. Well, I'm glad we blazed through it, but oh boy, it's only gonna get worse. Alright, well yeah, that's Kraid's lair. You won't be spending nearly as much time in the lairs as you would be the main area, so, you know. Get used to that, I guess. Hopefully your time spent exploring other areas makes this easier. Because, well, yeah. These trips can be rough. That's why you want to explore everything else you can everywhere else to fully equip yourself properly. You know, I'm having the regretful choice of thinking about maybe doing the next boss this episode too. Let's get to the boss's lair, see how I feel once I get there. I might change my mind. Oh, we'll find out though, won't we? Why did I make that sound ominous? I guess we will find out later. Oh no, you don't. See, look at that double power. Oh, the wave beam kicks ass. Seriously, I can understand people's want to only use the ice beam, but personally, I can't see myself going without the wave beam in the later parts of the game. It's just such a good tool. It's such a good tool. It's such a tool. That wasn't what I meant. But yeah, this weapon kicks some serious ass. If you're going without this, you're making some rough choices. Ow! The spin attack does protect you a little bit from enemies, but not fully. It's not quite the invincible power you get in the other Metroid games. Man, playing this game just makes me want to play the other 2D Metroid games, but, you know, it's a feat for myself to go back and beat the original game. Like I said, as a fan of the series, I must prove my worth by beating what's considered the worst of the series, and the first of the series. Worst firsts. Yikes! How dare you! Again, despite how bad some first games are, for Zelda and Mario, I could put some games below them. Like for Zelda, Link's Awakening. Come at me, bitches. And for Mario, New Super Mario Bros. 2. I don't think many people disagree with me on that one, at least. There's a lot of long trips. Okay, so our missile count's 140. That sounds about right. Which, well, I do believe the next boss and area are easier than the first one. Then again, you guys should know who the boss of the next layer is. I said, it's another main Metroid bad. I mean, it's the main Metroid bad. I guess I'll consider it more Samus's rival, quote-unquote? Is rival the term I want to use? I don't know. I don't know if that is the term I should be using. I'll find out, won't I? Alright then. Let's go. Trying to think, what do I want to do? Ow! Could you not hurt me? Yeah, I think I'll end the episode once I get to his lair. Because, well, his lair is a good bit away. If I'm fast enough, the next episode could actually be the finale, if I'm fast enough. But I know going through the next area can be a pain sometimes. I will say it's easier to go through the next lair. However, there's one room in particular, if you're trying to get 100% of all the items, there's one room that'll make you dread it. It's a bullshit jump, basically. Oh, I hate it. You know, speed things along, let me go get some missiles. Okay, so for those of you who had trouble or wanted some more missiles, let me show you one you could have easily gotten. I'll get this now, because, well, it might save some time? Not really. It won't save time. It would have been better if I decided to do this after the fact, but I have to get over there. Son of a bitch. Ow! It may feel easier to do this with the ice beam so you can jump on him, but you don't need it. Trust me, you don't need it. Besides, coming up here will be essential for getting the ice beam back. Like I said, you can infinitely get the ice beam. That's the thing. Some of the powers disappear. The beams don't. So you can keep swapping between beams as long as you go to the location they're located. But you need the ice beam to get to the wave beam anyway, so, you know, it works out. But I'll say this. You need the ice beam at the end of the game. Because protect your enemy. The enemy that the games are named after. It only makes sense. Anyway, yes. This room has 3 missile tanks. Come in here with the high jump. You can get 3 missile tanks. We use the high jump to get in this room more, I should say. You get 15 free missiles! I originally thought about skipping them for a while because, well, I need to climb up to this area very late anyway. Which, by the way, there's 2 more missile tanks I can get later, too. But I'll wait till we're ready to get to the end of the game before I do that. Because we got a whole other area to access first. And that's where the second boss is. So, let's go down here again. You may have noticed last time I went through here, I went through the first door in this area to get to the high jump boots. It's time to go a little bit deeper. By a little bit deeper, I mean a lot deeper. Always keep in mind that most platforms don't reach to the walls, so if you want to fall quickly, just hang on a wall. Just be careful of getting hit by enemies. You may have to tank it. This room isn't as deadly as it looks, which is nice. Then again, I have all this shit. It shouldn't be deadly. Not for me, anyway. God, the lag of this game is painful to watch! So much shit goes on, the game just can't handle it. Oh, NES, you poor, poor thing. Well, at least it's the NES Classic. They tried to get it to match the RAM speed, that's why it performs the way it does. While it's in HD, and well, I want to say it's digital? Well, it's not analog. What the fuck am I trying to say? They want to try to match the natural NES experience, so they try to make it so the hardware perform exactly like a regular NES would with these games. 2 heads! That's how I know this is the area you want to go to second. And let me tell you, This area can be pretty rough. And music's irritating and also pretty annoying. At least if you ask me. I don't want to be on an invisible elevator. There we go. I like being on a visible bit of floor. So here we go. Welcome to Ridley's Lair. That's right. The famous Ridley is in here. And we'll deal with that next time. So come back for what could possibly be the finale. I'm going to hope it is, because I do want to blaze through this game quickly. I might even time warp through, going through some navigational bullshit if I fuck something up. But yep, next time we'll be going through Ridley, and well, if we're lucky, I might be able to make my way to the end of the game. So yeah, buckle down, because we're going to be in for one hell of a ride, but we're going to fight Ridley at his absolute weakest. At least in my personal opinion.